Hello, let's do a bunch of daily word games. Today we are doing the time guesser for real this time. Crossing fingers, it should be all the issues with the site should be resolved by now. So we are going to start with dates again. Ooh, okay. I don't know why. I think it's going to be denim. Close. Interesting options for where to put that I. It's not Dane. It's not deist. I'm wondering about I at the end. I don't see it. All right, well, let's look at the right word. Maybe that'll help. So, I don't know, March? No. M-A-C? Or is it like... Well, it's not going to end in I-C, so I do feel like it would be M-A-C. It's not macro. It's close. McCoy? I'm a doctor, not a Wordle answer. All right. Oh, macaw would work. Yes. It did not help us with the left word, though. It narrows it down. So D-E... I don't know. Ending in I seems like... I actually don't know what seems more likely. I just don't see either word. Either option doesn't look good. DEI. Do I do a filler? What would I'd do a filler with an I in the middle or at the end. And get some common letters. Like FLI. It feels like I should be able to just get this word, but I can't think of it. Flip. just don't have a fifth letter. It's fine. Adoptal lets you do that, but I've never employed that because it seems weird. But Adoptal lets you lock in shorter words. Weird, right? Can't even think of a good filler. All right, well, let's think about the real word for some more then. Die. I don't even know how it's supposed to be pronounced because it depends on how it's spelled afterwards. Like, because there's Dane, where it's pronounced like A. There's deist, where it's pronounced like die. There's, I don't know what else. If it was a German word, it would be pronounced die with something afterward. Can't think what the German word would be, but then it could also just be an I at the end. Seems hard. Like Devi a word? Delvi. Deply. No idea. All right. Glib. I can think of four-letter words with I there. How about QUI? How about like POI? Everything wants to end in ST. Like I could do blitz and just ignore the T, but the Z is also not quite something I'd want to get. Do you think the D could repeat? It doesn't seem... It would just do that. That's the only way it would repeat. Or like that, I guess. Seems as reasonable as anything else I've looked at, but I don't see a word. D... Maybe it's like a D word, like D... D-ill. You're not sick anymore, you've D-illed. D... Deply. Defly. D... Wow, this is taking so long. I need some kind of... I'm gonna do like flick. And it'll just tell me if the I's there or not. Okay, the I's there. Ooh, and we got an F. D-E-I... Deef. Defo. Defu. D... 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 EF, IF, UF, OF. Oh, deify. I was so close with deist. Oh, that's a tough word. Deify and macaw are both tough words, actually. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't think I was in any danger of losing. I just couldn't think of the word. Amazing. Okay, let's do the Quordle. And we're starting with deify macaw. Do we deify macaws? This top left word has most of its letters already. Like, I don't know, F. Oh, it can't be ID. I was going to say it was going to be something like IDE. But I guess it's not. Oh, is it edify? No. It would be edify is actually a close acronym, or anagram, I mean, of deify. I just noticed that. But there's no Y. You know, it might be better to just, well, unless I'm confident in the word, it might be better just to guess a different word. But what's the missing letter? What's the order of this letter? These letters. F-I, something D-E or E-D. Fixed? Okay, I'm not confident in fixed though. I think we could do filed. We could do fired. Okay, yeah, we can't do that word yet. If we're allowing ED words, like there's a bunch. There's that I not in the middle again. There's an I in the middle and the top, so maybe it's IE like that. So I can't do pride because there's no D. I could do prize, but that seems like a bad idea. I could do, I don't think Stein is a word like that, and it's not a word like that, it's like that. But I want, like, getting the ST would be amazing. Stipe is a word? Style's a word. We can do that. This just gets us good letters. Tries to place the E there. The answer is not going to be style, though, so why am I using that I? I could just do stole instead and just do a filler. Or I could think of a different word, like bottom left. I don't know, do you guys like when I try to basically hard mode these Quordles, or am I just doing it for no reason? Terse. I like terse. Gets the T, R, and S. Tests for double E in both of these words. Tests to see if this word ends in E. Could be the answer to this one. I like it. Okay, so this one does end in E. It does have an R. We did not find what goes in the middle here, so it's not fired. We have a T in this word. This word's interesting. It's not. It doesn't have two E's in it, which actually narrows it down. There's no A either. We're gonna need another vowel, I think. Seems like we would. So if I'm trying to figure out if it's filed or fixed or find, then I should use N and L in this next guess. Which are reasonable letters to include anyway. Like E, N, something L, OL, or UL. Maybe that's a tall order for that E there. There's always Jello. What's this bottom right word? Like I second and then CT at the end or something? Seems reasonable, but maybe not. Or IN. We could do in. We can't do enact. Enuct. Enact. Oh, enact is with an E anyway. Intalk. Intalk. Okay, maybe it's not in. Maybe it's CLOIT. No. Seems hard. CH. We're just down to like UI here or OI. It can't be choir. That would be great. But there's a T in the word, so we'd have to put the T there. What if it's an itch word? ITCH. That would work. Pitch. Hitch. It's not ditch. I think it's pitch and hitch. Let's go with pitch. We'll get a P, even if it's wrong. Okay, pitch was right. That's very lucky. Did that rule out anything I needed? No, I needed the N and L, or maybe the X. It didn't help with the bottom left word either. It means there's no P or H. I'm down to Jello here. There's an L in somewhere I did not expect, so it's not any of the words I was thinking. F-I-D-L-E? No. F-I... Oh, field. Interesting. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? It was outstanding in its field. Hilarious. This bottom left word has no letters in it. I'm convinced of that. What even does this do? Like, we have to use a U, right? Probably here. Because who puts a U next to an E? Unless you start with Q. Genus. There's no S. Or Venus, but there's no S. So what's it end with? Xenon. You've heard of Xenon, but have you heard of Xenon? I also have no idea what this word is. I'm sure the R goes there. Could be wrong, but it seems reasonable. Like brine. Okay, brine is correct. Ooh, I got the B. And an N. Now we're looking good. Now we're looking like begun. Oh, okay. Got it. I don't think that should have been that hard. These aren't hard words. I don't know what happened. Maybe they are hard words. Who knows? I think the only hard one was the itch trap, and I got that right away. Well, not right away, but like I didn't have to actually fall into the trap. Field is spelled strangely. The I, is it? Not really. I don't know. I don't really have an excuse. I just struggled. But let's see what Connections has in store for us today. Ooh, pride and lust and sloth and greed. Those are sins. Envy also, though. So we have an extra, which means one of these is not actually in there. We have a tortoise. We have a sloth, animals that are slow moving. Loris and snail. Yeah, slow animals. And that lets us do lust, pride, envy, and greed, which are some of the 7 deadly sins. So you wouldn't include sin in there because sin doesn't belong in the group of sins, right? It's not specific enough. Okay, so what's going on here? Tangent, cotangent, secant, and sine. That's really funny. Trig functions. Pod, pack, flock, and school. These are collective nouns. Or animal group names if you'd prefer. Cool. Flock of birds, geese, for example, a pack of wolves, a pod of whales, and a school of fish. Nice. I see what they're doing here. They included sin. They included sign because they're like, oh, they'll see sins and include that. But really, it's the sloth that I think people are going to be like, oh, they're going to see it and lock in and get a fail on that. Not a failing the whole thing, but like losing one of their things. But yeah, I see what you're doing, Connections. I am not falling for your traps. I say that, but tomorrow I'm probably going to fail it. All right, Timeguessr. Hopefully the daily works properly today. Looks like we got a map. That is a very good sign. But do we have an image? Yes, okay. I was like, oh no. I noticed I cover the map. Only when I pull it out, though. I think that's probably fine, but I could move myself to cover the round and the score, but I feel like you want to know that. Anyway, this is interesting. So we actually have a Netherlands plate here, NL, and then also the yellow on it. So we're in the Netherlands for sure. So we can click somewhere in there. Looks like a city. Well, suburb of a city. So we could just assume we're somewhere near Amsterdam and hope for the best. This looks pretty recent. Do we have any like... See, if I knew cars, I would know if the Toyota Avon or whatever that is, like what year that came out. Clearly we're in 2012 because it's House 212. I mean, this could have just been taken yesterday. They've been doing that. They've been adding images that were just taken literally yesterday. All right, let's assume this is a yesterday picture. Oh my gosh! I should have gone with 2012. I was right about, well, that was pretty close. It was not really Amsterdam, but it was not at all Amsterdam. But Amsterdam was close enough. But yeah, had I just seen that, there's no reason to think it was actually 2012, but the fact that it was, that's annoying. All right, that's Washington, but I don't think it's the real one. He looks too tall. I think it's a statue. So this is the Lincoln Memorial. Why is there a Washington statue in front? Okay, so I'm gonna put this in front of the Lincoln Memorial, and I think that's where we are. Do I move myself? I don't know. Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial. Okay, so we're like outside of it. Maybe like right in front of the reflecting pole or something. Now year, like everyone's in suit and ties. Is it all men? Like, is this Congress or something? Literally all men. Wait, there might be some women over here. There's a kid. The photo feels really old. I'm thinking like 1910s old. Like, I'm gonna go with 1912 because it was 2012 for the last. So we're 100 years before that. 29. Okay. Wait, this wasn't. This wasn't the Lincoln Memorial. Oh, that's an. At least it's not like across the whole country. But where is this? Crowds gather around a statue of George Washington on Black Thursday. It's just a Black Thursday crowd? What's Black Thursday? Wait, that's my guess, obviously. Oh, okay, so it was up in. Why is it always Manhattan? Like, just every picture is Manhattan. I should just always guess Manhattan. Yikes. 1929. It's so hard to tell with pictures that are from that era. We can't read the newspaper, buddy. These sorts of street signs are like Eastern Europe. I can't read language though. It's too blurry. This is gonna be just luck. Like what's this news that we're happy about? This feels very 80s to me. So I'm gonna slide it to like early 80s, like 80, I don't know, 82. And then like, I don't know. Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary. I don't remember which countries exactly have this blue. I don't think we're in Vienna. Vienna has something similar, but it's not quite the same. Or is it? All right, I'm gonna click Prague. I think it's wrong though. 88. Okay, so it's late 80s. Zagreb in Croatia. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know how I would get that. I got Europe. At least I didn't click America or something. Jacques Boré. Does that mean France? Is that a bug? No, it's like an older vehicle, isn't it? Can't tell. All right, I'm gonna go Paris because it's always Paris, and I'm gonna go. That's like a very European do not enter sign, and that's French. That's what I've got to go off of. Even though like you could totally see something labeled Jacques Boré, like that's someone's name. That could be anywhere, but I'm gonna go France. Is he throwing like a like? Are they like they've got weapons? He's throwing a Molotov cocktail or something. They do love their riots in Paris. It feels 60s to me. These old cars. Hard to say. Could be much older, but I'm gonna go like. Why don't we just use its default 62 and go Paris? 68, and it was the May 68 riots. All right. Well, not too bad. Being 6 years off really like destroys your year score already. Whoa. You're flying. It's at a beach. Got people on a cliff. It's in black and white, but it's very crisp. I think this is a recent photo. It's got really good exposure on it because we're looking at the sun. But where? Like, it could be any beach anywhere. This bike is interesting. Blitz. Well, that means fast in German. So why don't we pick a beach? Why don't we pick a German beach? Sure, why not? You know what? I'm very confident. This is Cuxhaven Beach, and it was taken yesterday. No, this is in Brazil, and it was in 2014. I don't know what here would tell me Brazil. Gonna be honest here. Maybe there's something that screams Brazil here, but I don't see it. I only had Blitz to go off of. All right. Well, that was a very tough round, 30K. All right. Yep, well, that's how it goes. I'm going to copy this so I can share it on Discord. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. And we are going to move on to the Polygonle. All right, are we in Hexpert? Yes. Those repeat, and those repeat. S. Double O. What goes before an S though? I'm thinking E. And we can do like a double letter here, like a double consonant, I mean. I mean, there's so many. Repoise. Clearly that's a word. I like re. Rejoice, but there's an extra space. Not enough letters. Yes, I know. This is going to be a really tough one to work out. Like we could do an ST word because that helps start it, but then we have to end in T. But like stee or stew, stee. If we do stew, we can do like ment, stewment, obviously. Nah. I mean, if we do R, we could end in like ER, and then we could put anything before an R, almost. Just put a P there for funsies. Proofter. Oops. Proofter. Croupter. Droopier. That's a word. Okay. Well, that's a bad sign. The R doesn't repeat, and it's not second. I mean, obviously it's not second, but like that's where R's like to be. Second and last is where R's like to be. This could be double E. We could put like an R after it. Sneer. I can end it. In fact, the N would be repeated there. The The E doesn't have to be the repeated letter either. I'm tempted to do a filler at this point because I can't. Like, what even is this? SH maybe? She. But then we'd end in H. SL? Sleedle. Sleenal. ST? Steenout. Steenaft. Steamaft. None of these are words. These aren't even close to words. Right. I am going to turn Hexpert off, and I'm going to... I did my attempt. Droopier wasn't close enough to be able to follow up. But what are we going to do? Because machined is probably a bad idea at this point. Robustly will tell us if it starts with R at least. But... maybe we can go with something better. Staunch. Too short. I'd like to test something interesting in the... I'd like to test an E in the... yeah, like stench. Stenchy? How about strength? I think strength is really good. Let's do it. Okay, S does start with S. This is not a T. The E is not this repeat. Oh, what is going on with this word? I mean, this could be the E. Set. Set trail. Set trace. Set. Set fair. Set a... settles. Settleve. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Can't put a T right before the E. Sell it. Oh, I need an R. Obviously, it's a sellator. I mean, settler doesn't work, does it? No. Settle. Tempted to guess settlers. It'll tell me if E repeats, it'll tell me if T repeats. We know E, well, we don't know E doesn't repeat because E could repeat here. We know S doesn't repeat, but I gotta end the word somehow. All right, let's go for it. We place the R. The E does not repeat at all. The T does not repeat at all. So like, neither of these letters are E or T. So it's gotta be like T-E-R or E-R-T, E-T-R. I feel like no, it can't be T-E because we tested that. So it's E-T-R. And then we have the two repeated letters that we haven't found yet. It's gotta be a Y at the end, right? Symmetry. Wow, that's a tough word. I didn't think about the Y repeating at all. Forgot about Y, kinda. All right, so 6 words, and I found one of them. Which one did I found droopier, which apparently is an uncommon word. Lots of ear words. Broodier, broomier, droopier. But the common words were cellmate, commando, galleria, hellfire, symmetry, and terrible. Oh, if I had guessed terrible, I could have said it was a terrible guess. But yeah, symmetry doesn't share much in common. I guess commando shares the M, which is nice. Yeah, these are all very tough words to think of, I think. Yikes. Okay. Well, I picked good fillers, I think. Strength and settlers both helped quite a lot. All right, well, let's do the mini. We'll turn back on Hexpert. Is today the day of river? We keep getting the same thing. Triet. Trilt. Dryad. No, I need an I. Droid. Okay. Probably RAI. But what can start and end the word this way? Trait. There we go. Got it. You know, trait is probably better than river in a lot of ways. What could we have done? Lots of things. 253 words. All right, I'll have to try to remember trait. I do like the river start for this though, because I don't know, it's memorable, but it doesn't ever seem to help all that much. All right, let's do blaze for symbol. I'm gonna say E's at the end and A is here. So something like cache, but I don't really want to repeat a letter right now. Sarge or something. All right, I'm right about the AE, or they're swapped. No, I am right about the AE. Just not any of the other letters. Just like Matt or something? No. All right. Well, there goes any chance of getting a good score on this one. Maybe it is cache. Should I have just guessed cache? Nope. Anything that comes to mind at this point. What if it was like AI, like something AI and then E? Are we out of those? Page is gone. Wave. It is an AIVE. Naive. Ooh. Yeah, tough one. I never think about just sticking another vowel after in that AE. Like there's so many where if you do AU or AI, and I just don't. I don't think about it. I keep trying to double consonant. They do that in a bunch of games. I'll have to remember that. All right, let's do the Fusele. We're starting with naive, which actually does work amazingly. Ooh. I won't forget about being able to put a U there. But at the same time, I don't see what this would be. Can't be an I. Value would work though. Oh, I got a 2. Apparently my second 2. Amazing. How many 1s have I gotten? 0 1s? I guess I got a 1 in the blind. I thought I got a 1. Maybe I didn't. Maybe at unlimited I got a 1. I seem to recall something like that though. But yeah, naive value. Very nice. All right, well, we'll start with value. Nuttin. STRNY. Okay. In this one, we weren't allowed to guess a real word, so we do the ultimate filler. I don't know why. I want to do URRY, but there's no Y. We're kind of, I don't know. It feels like we're low on vowels, but we're not actually. Maybe like COR or something. M-O-R. How do we end this? Because we can't end in E or Y. Is there like an RIC word? Not that I can think of. Pyrrhic. Like I want to do stuff like purge, right? Where it ends in E. Or like URRY words that end in Y. Really anything with R and then Y here. What about ending in RCH? Surely there's something like that. Merch. Apparently it accepts merch, and I finally found something, so let's do it. All right, that's an R. Of all of these, I want to start with the P, I guess. Ooh, could it be like O and then something R? Let's start with P first. Pour. Oh, porch would have been so good. Forgot that I could do the O. It wouldn't have been right, but still. Like, how do we end this still? P-U-R? Okay, maybe it isn't O. O. It's not J or K, is it? Porgy. Per. Oh boy. Porim. Doesn't accept it. Maybe with an O. No. Not doing purse. J. I think it might actually be jur. Yeah, okay. I just counted J too quickly. As soon as I typed the J, I was like, oh, juror works. That's a tough word. Cool. Do we see the value in jurors? Maybe. Cool. Well, this was, yeah, pretty decently long video. I hope you enjoyed it. No chewing today. And of course, if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.